Hey, konnichiwa, minasan. It's Gray from Makazashi's Tea House over in Japan. I hope you're good and genki. Are you enjoying the sumo? Yeah, the sumo's on at the moment. Fantastic, I'm loving it. Anyway, back to the matter at hand. I want to give a bit of background first. I wrote this review and actually did a video review of Daredevil when it was relaunched last year in July. Remember that? We had a Chip Zdarsky run which went on for 36 issues. Then, for some reason, Marvel, probably for money, decided to relaunch it back to a new issue 1. So that was Daredevil issue 1, 2022. And it came out in July, as I said. Same creative team, which is very unusual. You know, they normally always change the creative team when they relaunch a title. So here's a little bit of background for me on Daredevil. I'm reading from my review, so bear with me while I'm looking at the screen. The Daredevil comic book will always have a special place in my geeky heart. It was one of the first American comics that I bought and read monthly. Now this is going back to the late 1980s when Ann Nocenti was writing it. And this is after Frank Miller's legendary run. I was fascinated by the character of Matt Murdock, blind lawyer by day, devil-horned crime fighter by night. Despite losing his sight as a child, he developed incredibly heightened senses of hearing, touch, smell and taste. The fact that he kind of resembled a red ninja was another reason that I got interested in the character. So there we go, that's a little bit from my review of the last time it was relaunched, and here we are again! Another relaunch after 14 issues of the second relaunch. Confused yet? I know I am. So, this is my review of Daredevil issue 1. It comes out, well, it's out today, Wednesday, September 13th, 2023. It's priced at the rather frighteningly steep $6.99. Written by Saladin Ahmed, and it's got art by Aaron Kuder. First of all, this is a cover by John Romita Jr. It's, it's okay. It kind of reminds me a little bit of Marco Cicchetto's fantastic cover for the last relaunch, but the main difference is it looks like Daredevil's been using shampoo. Or is it just me? But anyway, what is this issue like? Is it worth picking up? Well, if you're a Daredevil fan, I think you're bound to pick up this new issue 1, and it's hard for me to kind of put into words how I feel about it. I've read it a couple of times. There are things that I really like about it, and there are things that I'm not so sure about yet. So it's kind of like, it's in the middle for me. Not great, not terrible, just okay. But there are things that I like, and I'll point those out. The art by Aaron Kuder now, for me, to start with, it took a bit of getting used to because I'd got so used to, Cicchetto's fantastic, gritty, dark, like adult, realistic style. And we've gone to a kind of good, very colourful, cartoony style. It's what I think it is. That's what I talk about it in my story summary anyway, a bit more. But yeah, maybe I just need to get used to that. See how it goes. As a story, this is pretty good. It's intriguing. I like the way that Saladin Ahmed is focusing a lot on Matt Murdock's belief, his religion, and he seems to have got quite a good voice for Matt so far. Without giving spoilers in this, I won't say, what he's doing in here, but the situation he's in, if you've not been reading Daredevil, I think you'll find interesting. So we get to see Elektra's in here, and don't forget she's also Daredevil at the moment as well. So yeah, it's good to see her. He's using her in the series, and we catch up with what she's been doing, what she is doing at the moment. What else? A few new characters. As I say, quite a lot is set up, of course, with it being an issue 1. And there's a bit of a creepy, demonic feeling to it, and a strange new antagonist, possibly, who, this is one of the criticisms, like, I couldn't get the idea of the voice for this character. It's supposed to be a kind of frightening, scary, powerful character, but it felt like Saladin Ahmed was writing him humorously, like jokingly, half serious, half jokingly, and sometimes the jokes didn't land. Yeah, I don't know. Something about the tone just felt a little bit off, so that's why I'm not quite convinced yet. But yeah, overall, enjoyed it. I do want to read the next issue, so I guess issue 1 did its job. So as a score, I'm going to give this a Wakizashi, let's see, a fair 7 out of 10. And as I say, the art, I think that's just going to take me to get used to it, but we'll see how it goes. Okay, so what I'll do without further ado is I will drop my story summary. I'm only going to talk about the first half of the issue and try to avoid major spoilers. Okay, so do please keep watching. Here we go. The issue opens in a crowded New York City street. We're in the middle of a traffic jam, and right from the start you can see the change in the art. It's colourful, it's bright, a little bit cartoony for me, but maybe I just need to get used to it. There's a conversation between the taxi driver and the passenger, who we don't see to begin with. The taxi driver is complaining about not having time to make his sunset prayer when the passenger says, "Pull over, take as long as you need. If I've learned anything, it's that when God calls you, you damn well better answer him." That's the first use of damn in the book as well, especially by the priests. I never knew Catholic priests said damn so much. Then we switch scenes to Hell's Kitchen 1 hour later. We're outside St. Nicholas's youth home. Damn, it's good to be home now. "Father Matthew," a voice cries, "you stand judged. Judge guilty of missing dinner." So here's Matt Murdock. He's wearing the collar. He looks like he's a priest now. He's working at this youth home and he's talking to Father Javi. Then some children come down the stairs. "Father Matt, you're back." We hear taught that Matthew's been to a meeting with an auxiliary bishop who's talking about trying to shut this place down. Then on the next page, we hear about a mysterious benefactor, someone who's paying the bills anonymously each month. Father Javi's talking about how good Matt is with the kids. They listen to you. You know why? Because you know what they know. You know what it means to get smacked around by the world, to be mad because of it. Then there's a voice shouting from outside. They go out to see who it is. There's a big guy with a couple of flunkies outside. "Rizzy, right? You're a wannabe pimp." "I ain't no pimp." He's come back to get his girlfriend, Ashley. Matt tells him to leave. Last chance. Then I gotta say, I do like this image of the bottom panel where you see the reflection of the big guy. He's about to throw a punch. Can you guess what happens next? We get this dynamic looking action scene here. I must admit, this is where the art really works for me. I'm getting a bit of a John Romita Jr. vibe, if you can see that. But anyway, it's great. It shows Matt taking out these 3 guys, no problem. So obviously, he's still got the skills, he knows how to fight. The children come out and cheering at him. "I told you, his fists are like guided by God." Then we hear Matt's thoughts. "The kids think it's cool that I broke people's bones. Ashley's safe, but I've failed. I'm teaching them all the wrong lessons, and God is watching. God and the devil." And in the distance we see somebody looking down, watching Matt, somebody dressed in red with horns. It's Elektra. Now, I'm not too sure about this rendition of Elektra. It's mostly the face, but hey, maybe it's just me being a bit picky. On the next page here, we get a recap of what's happened the last 14 issues, basically, of Chip Zdarsky's run, but I'll skip that. Don't want to give you any spoilers in case you haven't read that. We see Elektra flying through the air, Daredevil style. Then let me just move ahead to here. She's watching Matt, basically, and we get some of her narration. She's saying like how difficult it is to keep her distance. She wants to be with him. She hasn't let him hear her voice, see her face. All I can do is watch over him. But one night, just like that, I'm not the only one watching. Then we see a great image, a great pose of Elektra. She's drawn her sai, she's ready to fight. There's a weird kind of fluorescent, orangey yellow demon, ghost, whatever shape. Looks like he's got horns in the distance. And this is where I'll stop the story summary. And there we have it. Okay, that's it for my review. I hope you enjoyed it. Do drop a comment. Let me know what you think. Are you going to be buying the new volume of Daredevil? Another relaunch, can you believe it? I know, right? Got a preview of the next issue's cover. This is the main cover, so it looks like John Romita Jr. will be the main cover artist going forward. But there are some variants which look pretty sexy, pretty cool. Yeah, as I say, just let me know what you think, and I hope to see you in a future video. This has been Gray from Wakazashi's Tea House, signing off for the night. Matane.